Hello my crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel for another process video. I'm in a new hop with some new friends of mine called Campfire and Kayaks. Now does that mean you literally have to use a photograph with sitting around a campfire or kayaking? No. This is just a summer outdoors theme. In fact, the photos I'm going to be using have nothing to do with kayaking or campfires, and it wasn't even taken in the summer. It was taken in spring break. So this is day 2 of my Sedona trip. So it was a total of a 4-day getaway, but 2 days of them were at my parents. And so one day was at my mom's and dad's, and then we took off to Sedona because that's kind of like a middle point for us. Then we came back, stayed with them one more day, and then we headed home. So it's day 2, and if you're going, Desiree, what do you mean day 2? Where's the first layout? Go back a few videos on my channel, and it is right there. It's all around the world hop for the 30 days of August. And definitely you're going to see a ton of travel photos or layouts. All right, so what am I doing? Well, I was talking to you, what first went live, and then I was like, oh, no. I don't know what it is right now. I'm not used to it. I think I didn't like it, but I was just basically discussing how I'm using the back side of the cards from the other side of the pocket sleeve. And I was going to try to use them, and I do try to make it work, but it just ends up not working out. And that's okay. I don't really force myself, but if I can, I do try. And so right now I haven't yet discovered that I'm really not going to use the back side, but I'm going to try. So the back side of those Studio Calico cards, that is from their Wonderlust collection and a couple of their July and August of 2021 Documenters kit. Then you're seeing me cut up some Pink Fresh Studio. That is from their Escape the Ordinary. That's what it's called. Escape the Ordinary, and I absolutely loved the quotes in here. So I was trying to make them work, and I am going to make a few of them work. And then, of course, you do see the photo that I've already done on that first video where I thought I was going to use it, and then I realized I messed up the timeline. Not a big deal. So there you are, going to see it right there. And then I'm going to add some flip pages. Now, you know me, I got scrap paper. I got to grab my heart punch. I gotta throw some hearts on there. And then I thought about, okay, my journaling, and then I'm going to have a quote on that graphic card where it's all about little motifs for camping. And then I was stuck on the title card. I could not figure out what to do. So anytime that I get stuck and I've hem and hawed and hours have gone by, literally, no, not literally, but pretty darn close. I skip and just say forget it, and I move on. And so I grab my Studio Calico stamp. So you'll see, you see a pile over there on the left-hand side, a ton of stamps. And I stamped out, it says exploring or something to do with exploring. It had a little map. And then I went to my printable labels. Oh my gosh, guys. Studio Calico, I can't even talk right now. Studio Calico has done this for a very, very long time. I mean, I will say this because I used to subscribe to it was back in 2016, where they would actually have labels with the color palette of their kits that you can print. They're $2.99 normally, but on rare occasions they will have them for $1. They just did have them for $1 for a whole entire month of their birthday month, which is July. So always note that in July, all their digitals go down for like $1 as far as labels, and then they'll have like certain things for $1, but not their kits. Anyways, I jump on it, and so since I was already using their July and August of 2021 kit, I bought them for $1, and then I printed them, which gave me a ton more of the primary colors, because in the past it was a lot of pastels. All right, so then I go into my stash and I get really old Studio Calico cards from back in the day, and they have rounded corners. And I know some of you guys are like, no, I know you're screaming at the screen, don't do it, Desiree. Well, guess what? I almost did, because they don't bother me. When anybody looks through my album, they're not going, oh, how dare you use rounded corners with straight. I promise you, nobody does. Nobody will pay attention to that. They are so busy looking at the photographs that you took, the memories that you created, and the story that you were telling, which is the most important thing of the layout. So I ended up not using it because, not because they were rounded, because I hem and hawed over it and could not decide. And then I saw that beautiful paper by Pink Fresh Studio, and I thought, you know what, I need to kind of make this cohesive because already, I wanted this throughout the spreads that I'm doing for the whole entire trip. Picked out the one that I wanted. I measured it, realized that they are a little shy than 4x6, but the good thing on the back side of that, or the card that they're going to be on top of, has that beautiful natural color, so it just kind of creates a little bit of border. I thought I was going to have some lines, which I do this quite often for my labels. Sometimes when I'm journaling on them, I will use a pencil because I love the look of gray. It's just very soft, and create little lines. And so I thought I was going to do that for the title, but I decided not to, and I erased it. And now I'm grabbing my October Afternoon tile stickers in orange, and that is going to be the title, which is going to say 7 Sacred Pools. That is the hike that we decided to go on. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Now, I forget what I'm going to do next. I will say though, at the very end, stay tuned and look at all of the photographs, and here's why. I thought I was going to be done, and I started my journaling, and you guys all know I am not a big writer. I don't use a lot of words in my journaling. I kind of just get straight to the point. But I ended up filling up 2 3x4 cards, guys. Wow. I could not believe I had that much to say on this trip. And it was only 2 days. I'm like, but I did. I had so much to say. And since this is my son's album, I really put a lot of his story into the journaling. And I grabbed my Geo Tags. I'm kind of moving on from the journaling story, but I grabbed some of the Geo Tags. I don't know if anybody still uses them, but I still think they are so darn cute. I love them, and I use them every time we travel or go somewhere. Just kind of like marks where we're at. So I really like that. I grabbed the green one, so that way I had the little visual triangle of green. It's that green 3x4 card, the green ink from that circle stamp that I'm about ready to put down, and then the Geo Tag. So right there's my visual triangle for that. And then I kind of have, and then I'm going to have another visual triangle with the orange as well, with the title, the label, and then also the boots down below. Or it could be more of a diagonal. Either way though, you can either make it a triangle or you can make it a diagonal if you kind of move the pencil around, but it is there. And then I'm showing you how I'm going to go ahead and flip that. And then there is the photograph of where we ate on the first night. Now I know this kind of seems like I'm messing up the timeline, but it's the only picture that I took of where we ate. And I kind of talk about that in the journaling. And so in my journaling, the timeline's there, but that's okay. It's, I wanted to keep it there. And I'm going to go ahead and take out, I thought I was going to use these letter stickers by Studio Calico, and surprisingly, the green got lost against the white wall. So they did not pop. So I go back to what can I do? And that's when I grabbed all of my Studio Calico stamps that are all about food. And I think I do have one by Feed Your Craft. That was also, I believe, by Creative Bubble. And I just take out my Stays on ink, and I mean, I juiced up that stamp really good. I was wanting to make sure that I got a nice crisp, clear stamp, because on the last layout, I talked, or you actually see it on video where it didn't come out, but it ended up working out beautifully. So I guess I just got to really ink it up and make sure there's a lot of ink on that stamp. So then here I am grabbing another food stamp, and it just says like, this is so yummy, and oh my gosh, it was. So we did not stay in Sedona, we stayed in Cottonwood, and my sister had gone there the year before with my parents and her husband, my brother-in-law, and they went to Colt Grill. Sorry, I keep wanting to say Cotswold, which is where my first trip when we went to the UK. I don't know why it keeps popping in my head. But we went to Colt Grill, and my sister's like, Desiree, you have to go. It is the best barbecue place I've ever had. And she's my foodie sister. Like, she will find all these different places. Like, she researches. Like, she's so good. Like, anytime I'm going traveling and if she's been there, I'm like, sister, where do I go to eat? And anyways, it was the best place. And then you could either it had indoor seating or outdoor seating, and it was just so good. All right, so then afterwards, I'm gonna call this done. Like I said, I did have 2 journaling cards, and that's when I added a flip card at the top. So you're actually going to see that in the close-ups. All right, everybody, so that is the final layout. Be sure to check out everybody listed below for a ton more travel inspiration. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you here. So please consider subscribing, and you all have an amazing day. Bye.